Hello, my friends. My name is Papaneeks, and I would like to welcome you to my playthrough of the third entry in what has become one of the most well-known, highly praised franchises in video games, and that is the Bioshock franchise, of course, and this is Bioshock Infinite. The story about this game is pretty interesting because it was delayed like 6 times. We kept hearing about this game, but then we kept hearing, oh, it's been delayed, oh, it's been delayed, and we kept getting hyped up for this game, thinking, man, this game is going to be amazing. Man, I was like, man, they keep delaying it, man. We just want to play it, but now I guess they just think it's not ready yet. So, and of course, Irrational Games, the people who developed the first Bioshock, they returned to do this one, so a lot of people consider this more so a direct sequel to the original Bioshock game than an actual Bioshock 2, because Irrational Games did not develop Bioshock 2, Arcane Studios and 2K pretty much developed that game. But yeah, this one has a lot to do, or at least it may not seem like that, but as we progress in the story, we find out this has a lot to do with the original Bioshock as well, and whereas no mention of Bioshock 2 ever happens. I also want to say a couple other things about this game, this particular entry. One, this is probably the most controversial entry in this entire franchise. It touches on a lot of issues, and it now you may think it's taking stances or making statements about certain things when it comes to things like racism or religion. But as you progress in the game, you realize it's not necessarily them making a statement. It's all about this, the big picture of the story of this game. Because the story of this game, it's a huge picture. It's one of those stories where you get little by little by little, and you can't figure it out. And then once you get to the very end, all of a sudden, just everything that you encountered in terms of the hints and all the little tidbits about the story, it all of a sudden just hits you, just like pow, and you just are sitting here trying to just take it all in, really figure it out in your head. It's one of those things where you're going to look back and you're going to go, what did I just experience? I got to sit down and try and figure this out. So, yeah. I wasn't sure if I would ever reveal this, but yeah, it could be easy to get extremely offended playing this game because of the way they take the creative liberty to depict certain things in order to use it for the purposes of telling the story of this game. Like, for example, religion, specifically Christianity. Now, I was raised, I've never talked about this before, or revealed it. I was raised in a Christian home, so I am mainly, a believer in Christianity. And it can be easy to get offended by some of the things, but like I said, once you progress through the game and you get to the end of the story, you realize it was all part of a plot for the telling of the story. And the story, it's not necessarily a feel-good story, but it's the telling of the story that is just fantastic. The way they keep a lot of things secret until the very end, and then all of a sudden it just whammo, it hits you, and you're like, wow, what an amazing story, and what an amazing way to tell a story. So, yeah, and I mean, there are numerous things I could say, about this game. By the way, this is also a mature. I don't think I mentioned this in the first 2 games. This is a mature game and a mature franchise. There's a point in this game where all of a sudden the gameplay takes into effect, and it gets violent. All it was a matter of you trying to survive and defend yourself, but boy, does it get violent. So yeah. So there's that. There's gonna be blood. There will be blood. Yeah. This is one. You better strap yourselves in, because boy, this is quite a story. This is quite the entry. This is 2 years after the game has come out, and if you're wondering, I have all the DLC already downloaded and installed in this game. The episodic DLCs, which we'll explore after we beat this game. I also have I think it was Columbia's Finest weapons pack, so I'll be getting a couple of weapons plus some extra, equipment and currency. So just so when I come across it, you'll be like, how do you get all this? Well, it's part of the DLC. So it was a cheap DLC, so I picked it up. So anyway, yeah, it's been a couple years since I played this. You know, I played it when the year it came out, like I think a couple months after it came out or something like that. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've also turned down the music to 0 because there's a lot of copyrighted music in this game, and I am very cautious about having it be on the minimum because I don't want any copyright matches and flags because of the music in this game. So anyway, I've talked for about 5 minutes, I know, but I want to talk about a couple of things, you know, those things there. So yeah, let's get to it. And as usual, when it comes to my playthroughs, the purposes of my playthroughs for me is to help show you guys the story. And yeah, there are some modes here. Huh, that's odd. It doesn't have the extra mode, I guess, because I deleted the save data for the purposes of starting fresh here. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to be playing this game on easy because, of course, I'm not about giving myself any difficulty or any kind of challenge, or anything. That's not the purpose of this playthrough. The purpose of this playthrough is for me to help share the story of this game to you guys, and I don't want the fighting sections, the shooting sections, you know, which there are a lot of in this game, to hinder my progress, okay? So, oh, hold on a second, I almost forgot. As usual with my Bioshock playthroughs, going with Bioshock and Bioshock 2, we are going to be on the lookout for all of the... Now, they're not called audio diaries in this game. Instead, they are called voxophones. So we are going to be on the lookout for all of the voxophones in this game. So I'm pulling up the list right now. Okay, here we go. So let's get started with Bioshock Infinite. Why the title Infinite? Well, you will see. By the end of this game, you'll probably figure out why it's called Bioshock Infinite. And again, if you're someone who knows, and maybe you see that someone in the comments may not have seen this, although I find that a little hard to believe, but obviously no spoilers. I've unlocked Comstock's broom. Find a shotgun to equip it. You've unlocked the golden pistol and machine gun upgrades. Find the weapons to equip them.
Okay.
You've unlocked Comstock's eye. Find a sniper rifle to equip it.
Are you afraid of God?
No. But I'm afraid of you.
Oh my. The mind of the subject will desperately struggle to create memories where none exist. Barriers to transdimensional travel. R. Lutece, 1889. 1912. The coast of Maine. So we're even further in the past than Bioshock 2 and even Bioshock 1 took place.
Rowing.
Rowing? Hadn't planned on it.
So you expect me to shoulder the burden?
No, but I do expect you to do all the rowing.
And why is that?
Coming here was your idea.
My idea?
I've made it very clear that I don't believe in the exercise.
The rowing?
No. Imagine that's wonderful exercise.
Then what?
The entire thought experiment.
Excuse me. How much longer?
One goes into an experiment knowing one could fail.
But one does not undertake an experiment knowing one has failed.
Can we get back to the rowing?
I suggest you do, but we're never going to get there.
No, I mean, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would
Elizabeth,
assist.
bring to New
Perhaps you
York
should ask
unharmed.
him. I imagine he has a greater interest in getting there than I do.
I suppose he does, but there's no point in asking.
Why not?
Because he doesn't row.
He doesn't row.
No.
Hello, Jennifer Hale.
Ah, I see what you mean.
Always good to hear, lovely to hear your voice in a video game. I loved hearing your voice in all 3 Mass Effect games, and I've loved hearing your voice in every game you've been in. I'm a big fan of Jennifer Hale. Probably my favorite female video game voice actress.
He's not moving.
He will, eventually.
I suppose he does.
This is hilarious. If I sit here, they'll just kind of taunt me. Like, are you going to get up or not? Wait for it. Wait for it. No, I guess not. Never mind. Alright, I'll get out of the boat. A lighthouse. Just like in the first 2 games. Especially the first game.
That change anything?
It might give give him some comfort.
At least that's something we can agree on.
Hey!
You two love to argue
somebody
and debate,
meeting me
huh?
here?
I'd certainly hope so.
It does seem like a dreadful place to be stranded.
Oh, gee, thanks a lot.
There's someone inside.
Yes, it seems like it would be an awful place to be stranded. And there they go. Nowhere in sight. Where are they gonna go? If I just keep staring, like, that light will eventually fade away. Alright, whoa, whoa, whoa. Right up in my face. So, yes, just like the first Bioshock game, there is a lighthouse. Like I said, you know, the Richard developer has taken... Oh, Silver Eagles, yes. You can already tell the visual difference here. Yeah, this game, yeah, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Very, very improved compared to Bioshock 1 and 2. And you're gonna notice the differences as we progress. There's all, just. Although this lighthouse is not the same one that Jack encountered. Now let's see, is there anything over here? Aha! Search a barrel, provision, Silver Eagle, and a can of beans. Mmm. Coins in the cushion. 1 of 200. Did I never get that? I thought I got that trophy. DeWitt, bring us the girl and wipe away the dead. This is your last chance. Huh.
Excuse me. It's Booker DeWitt. I guess you're expecting
I guess so.
me?
Of thy sin shall I wash thee. Huh. As I mentioned, there's our protagonist, Booker DeWitt.
Good luck with that.
Huh. So we have a Han Solo-like character who's done some things in his past life who thinks that he can't really be forgiven for those. I love Han Solo characters. Who doesn't love Han Solo? Or Han Solo-like characters? Star Wars movies.
Is anyone here? Hello?
Hello? Oh, search the cabinet. Get ready, because boy, am I going to be looking around for loot a lot in this game. Because you can find it in a ton of different places. Oh. Telephone? Be prepared. He's on his way. You must stop him. C. Columbia. Condensed schedule. Hello, please play it on. I real bad. Thank you, Jesse. This channel, one of my inspirations. Take a look. Oh, whoa. A bloodied hand. Who came up this way with a bloodied hand? Why is there blood on the wall? Why is everything on... Oh, okay. Well, that explains the blood. Oh, gosh. Look at this poor guy.
Shit.
Yeah. Don't disappoint. Oh. That's not brutal. Are you talking about? I probably won't need to talk about it. Alright. I was just about to say that. What the? Oh, it's close encounters of the third kind. Their ship is coming down. Never seen that cloud. Pull up a chair, buddy. Have a seat.
All right. Looks like they expect me to sit in their fancy chair.
Pretty much. All right, nothing else to do. But
So the hell?
Make yourself ready, Pilgrim. The bindings are there as a safeguard.
this seems to be. Oh, great! There goes his pistol. So this is supposed to be similar to when Jack descended in the bathysphere to Bioshock, you know, to Rapture in Bioshock 1. But instead, look at this, we're going up into the sky, into the clouds. 15,000 feet up in the air. Oh boy.
15,000 feet. Hallelujah.
Welcome. Now usually there's like beautiful music playing here, but as I mentioned, I turned the music down, hoping that that will mute out also the other copyrighted music in this game. I don't think the music playing right here, but the first time you're playing, it's like got very majestic music. Father Comstock, our prophet. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to know about him later. I guess he's arrived. Why would he send his savior unto us if we will not raise a finger for our own? He has let us to New Eden. Very So right off the bat, we're learning that this is there a city up in the clouds? Well, we find that out later in the game. Find a way into the city. Okay, so rather than a waypoint, I can just do this and it'll say, go this way. The word of the prophet. Oh gosh, he has his own Bible. Yeah.
The seed of the prophet.
Shall sit on the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man. Huh. You are not Charlton Heston. Quit trying to be a Moses ripoff. The Welcome Center. This is the Welcome Center. So obviously we gotta look around. The land, the future of our city. That's Father Thompson. This is and a child. Alright. Huh, little toys. Ooh. Silver eagle in the basket. Ah. Like I said, there's loot throughout this, throughout the world here, and I'm gonna be like looking in every corner for it. Fiddle case, nothing in there, nothing in the hat box.
Gotta find the exit out of
I
this
know,
place.
Booker, I know. Just give me a second, okay? I'm looking around. Area. I'm just trying to remember where exactly.
Excuse me. Where am I?
Heaven, friend. Or as close as we'll see till Judgment Day.
Huh.
Best keep such questions to myself, unless I want to get
Want to get made. Huh. I think it's over here. And in my womb shall grow the seed that steel. Yeah, this is Mrs. Comstock. Oh. Coins in the cushion. I'm pretty sure I had gotten that before, so I'm surprised it's like keeping track of that, like I never got it before. Let's see. Ah, see here. This I was talking about. This is the first of. They're not audio diaries. They look and are different and are called different. They're called boxophones.
Love the prophet because he loves the sinner. Love the sinner because he is you. Without the sinner, what need is there for a redeemer? Without sin, what grace has forgiveness?
If I want you to check the sub, okay, so you just go to the. Okay, so I think that's the only one in this initial area here. So there's no save. That's wonderful. That's going to be fantastic for me in terms of my recording the playthrough purposes, because I usually try and keep manual saves,
And every year, on this day of days, we recommit ourselves to our city and to our prophet, Father Comstock. We recommit through sacrifice and the giving of thanks, and by submerging ourselves in the sweet waters of baptism. And lo, if the prophet has struck down our enemies at Wounded Knee, and not railed against the Sodom beneath us.
Wounded Knee, that's a historical battle from,
If the prophet had just railed against the Sodom beneath us,
what was
not
it?
accept the 3 golden gifts of the founders, it would have been enough. If the prophet had just accepted the 3 golden gifts of the founders, and not prayed for our deliverance, it would have been enough.
Path of forgiveness is the only way to the city. Oh, okay.
Deliverance and not led us to this new Eden, it would have been
Alright, so
enough if the prophet had
when I enter the
just
circle,
led us
pay attention to the
new
first thing
Eden
that he says when I
and
enter.
not purge the vipers of... Is it someone new? Someone from
Is it
the
someone new?
world?
That's the same thing that the
Newly come
Splicer said to Jack in the first game.
clean.
A lot of references to the first game in this.
Our Lord,
I just need passage into the city.
passage to the city. Brother, the only way to Columbia is through rebirth in the sweet waters of baptism. Will you be cleansed, brother?
It's either this or turn around and get back on that rocket.
So, I guess I have no choice but to accept the baptism.
Hey,
I baptize you in the name of our prophet, in the name of our founders, and the name of our Lord. I don't know, brothers and sisters, but this one doesn't look clean to me.
You're supposed to tell them to hold their breath when you baptize them, you idiot. You don't just shove their head in the water.
Who's there?
That's not how it works.
Who's there?
Whoa.
What do you want?
Apparently DeWitt is in some kind of bad situation.
Not gonna do it.
He's been drinking, obviously. He apparently owes some big debt. Let's open the door. Oh, so he's what, a private investigator or something? Whoa, what is this? Oh, it's New York. There's the Empire State Building. Whoa! I just got hit by that. What in the world? Wait a minute, is that? Yup. Statues of George Washington.
That idiot
Oh,
priest
hold on.
needs to learn the difference between baptizing a man and
Yes, he
drowning.
does.
I need to find a landmark and figure out where the hell I am.
Look at this. They revere, let's see, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Ben Franklin. Father Jefferson, Father Washington, Father Franklin. Oh gosh. A key, a sword, a scroll. Oh man. Yeah. I talked about this already, so.
And recommit to our prophet, Father Comstock,
so that we may follow in the prophet's path.
Amen.
Alright, let's make our way out of here.
Our prophet fills our lungs with water, so they may better love the air.
Okay, brainwashed a little. Yeah, sure, go ahead and try and drown me. Oh, look, this is one of the things a lot of people love about this. Look, hummingbirds. Look at that. That looks fantastic. Beautiful little hummingbirds. Wait, what does that say? What is Columbia if not another arc for another time? Oh, wow.
He who crossed the Delaware, with flaming sword and wings of angels, watch over me and lend me strength. Shield my mind from fear and doubt, so that I may hold fast against all invaders.
Paragon of virtue,
Father
a
Washington,
rebel against ignorance
hear my
and tyranny.
prayer.
Share with me your wisdom and let the light of your good judgment shine like a beacon through the darkness. Father Jefferson, hear my prayer.
Wow, they actually come and pray to the founding fathers. Yeah, we already read
Just
that.
because the city flies don't mean it ain't got its fair share of fools.
Ha!
Alright. Still got a girl to find.
Oh, we can eat a banana for plus health. Plus salt. Oh yeah, that's right. It's no longer plasmids and tonics or even Atom. Now it's salt and vigors. Oh, and I think, if I recall, there are no little sisters or big daddies to deal with in there, because obviously this is a different situation. Rapture was a city that it was all abandoned and everyone was gone, whereas here it's completely populated and still thriving. Look at this. This is a cool feature about this. It's a floating city, and the various buildings are like float around, and then they can land and connect to each other, so you can walk around from part to part. Pretty awesome. New Eden Square. Ooh, a hot dog. Oh no, those are chips. Never mind.
It's got a waterfall and everything. Just.
Someone put those money in the trash can.
Why, no, Mr. Rossignol. I've never had an oyster. Mr. Rossignol, you are terrible.
Oh, my. Oh, what a scandal.
It's damned inconvenient when buildings don't dock on time.
Yesterday I had to take a gondola, rubbing elbows with all sorts.
With all sorts. Oh, poor you.
Good to see you.
Mmm, hot dog, popcorn. Mmm, thank you. Need to get my health back up. Hello there.
Perfect day for the celebration.
Father Comstock must have foreseen and planned it just
You
this
see how it's floating? Same with this building here. Yeah, they all are floating in the sky. How does this work? Well, you see that? Well, we'll find out more about that later as we progress in the game. We'll actually learn how this flying city is able to function. Gee, bit of an ego. Paper! Get your paper. Read all about it. Read all about it. All of Columbia celebrates. All of Columbia celebrates. Read all about it.
That statue... I just think it fails to capture Father Comstock's absolute, divinity.
Divinity? I mean, I guess he could be going for a Zeus-like look, but come on. Looks more like he's trying to rip off Charlton Heston from the Ten Commandments.
It's all right, I tell you. It says faith, family, and fatherland. Who could be against all that?
Fatherland? A lot of old Nazis would be like, that's weird. Actually, this takes place before World War II. Yeah, this takes place before that. Hudson's docking schedule. So yeah, see, all these different buildings, they have different schedules for when they land and dock, right up and connect to each other. So, repairing the custom work, a specialty. Repairing fine custom work, a specialty. Oh, nothing there. What's in here? Hello.
Never hire an artist, my dear fellow. They are a temperamental and unreliable lot.
Oh, yes, they are.
Uh-huh. I told him that the park is exceedingly far behind schedule. The landscaping is half finished. The statuary hasn't arrived. The fountain is full of rainwater, for God's sake. Even the marigolds are still unplanted. All work which should have been done months
That's right,
ago.
see?
Do you know what he told me? He said that he was tired, that the work had taken much from him. I said, good God, man, don't tell me about details, just get it done. You almost finished down there?
Yes, sir.
The shoe shiners, I'm convinced, had to perfect, yeah, yes, sir, yeah. They're like, look, you're just looking for an opportunity to vent about things, aren't you? You're just gonna sit there and just vent about everything. Ooh, another voxophone. Hold on. Oh, okay. I thought it would keep playing. Alright, let's have it play.
And then the Archangel showed a vision. A city, lighter than air. I asked her, why do you show this to me, Archangel? I'm not a strong man. I'm not a righteous man. I am not a holy man. And she told me the most remarkable thing. You're right, prophet. But if grace is within the grasp of one such as you, how can anyone else not see it in themselves?
So at least here we also get the dates. Like, this was April 1st, 1893. And keep in mind, this is now 1912. This was September 9th, 1893. At New Eden Square. I guess when he was giving us a sermon. Alright, now this is a really cool little feature right here. These little, Think MFG, what are they called? Oh, kinetoscopes. A Columbia Kinetoscope Company production. So, you watch these and they give you, little old short films about certain things. And, they also help serve to tell the story here. So this is, Father Comstock's gift of prophecy. In the midst of the darkest storm. The great prophet foresees bright sunshine, and lo, it appears. What will the great prophet reveal next? Finn. I love that. It never says the end, it only says Finn. So yeah, there's 37 of those or so. I think there's also some telescopes for me to look through, and they all count to that, so. But yeah, they're pretty cool, and they help serve some things towards the story, so. Bargains every day at Hudson's. Shoe shine, hats cleaned. Woo! So, we have an entire town area here to check out, and we'll be doing more of that when we come back. Stay tuned.